Alright, so what's up guys? Today I have 5 of my best tips for you guys just to kind of help you stay on track with your diet. The very first one that I'm going to be giving you is just to increase your protein intake. For me, that makes a world of difference. If you're increasing your protein throughout the entire day, it's going to keep you a lot more full, a lot more satiated, and you're not going to have all sorts of cravings just to eat a bunch more food. If you're not getting enough protein, it's really going to play a big role in how much muscle you retain. It's definitely gonna keep you a lot more satiated throughout the day. It'll keep you more full and stop you from overeating. And then 2, it's also going to help your muscle retention as you diet down. So tip number 2 what I have for you guys is intermittent fasting. And I'll do like a 16-8 hour window where you don't eat anything before 12 and you don't eat anything after 8. And that works really well for me later on in the diet. Of course, I'm not doing it now just because I have a lot more calories to work with, but as the diet goes further and further in, I may have to use that. The reason being is because if all of your calories are jammed in together in a closer space, you're gonna feel as if you're eating more, you won't feel as deprived. So that's why I use intermittent fasting, just to help me feel as if I'm eating more food in a closer period of time, and it's leaving me not as hungry throughout the day. Number 3 is going to be meal planning, and this, if you don't plan to succeed, guys, when you're trying to diet down, you're not gonna succeed, because if you don't have a set plan, a set goal for where you're trying to go, you're just not gonna make it there without being prepared for it. One of the things that I'll do is I'll only prep 2 days out, maybe Monday and Tuesday throughout the week, and sometimes after that I'll have some leftover dinner and kind of wing it throughout the week. But at least if I have my meals planned out for the next day, I don't have the space or the freedom to go out the next day for lunch and go out and buy something really unhealthy for lunch while I'm at work. That's one of the things that I'll do just to kind of help me out throughout the week, is I'll pack some little snacks, make my meal the night before. That will kind of control my food environment while I'm at work. And tip number 4 is going to be just on going out and eating out and just saving room for those calories a little bit later in the day. If you know that you're gonna be going out with friends or family and having a big dinner, something you can't control, it happens, like you still wanna live while you're dieting. So my biggest advice if you're gonna be going out and eating with friends is just to save room for the calories at night. Meaning pull back on your carbs and your fats throughout the day, still get in enough protein so that way you're hitting your protein goal and you're not losing any muscle while you're dieting down. But at least if you save room for those calories a little bit later, you're absorbing sort of the shock of overeating and it really won't affect you too much. Another thing you can do before you go out is you can also check the menu and know what you're gonna eat ahead of time if you're one to track your food and you're going somewhere that you can track your food. Like on MyFitnessPal, I'll use that personally. Let's be real, everyone wants to be able to go out and live a lifestyle. You don't wanna be bound to just obsession of dieting. You wanna be able to go out and live. So that's tip number 4. All right guys, so tip number 5 is going to be controlling.
Where'd all the food go?
It's going to be controlling your food environment.
What the heck?
If you're keeping a bunch of junk food in your house and it's just in your pantry all the time, in your fridge, everywhere that you go, you're gonna constantly be seeing that and your brain is gonna be constantly giving you sugar cravings. Because that happens to me, especially at night, right before I go to bed, and it's terrible. So that's why personally, what I've found is that works the best is just keeping those out of sight. The saying, out of sight, out of mind. That's what I found is the absolute best way to do that. So when you go to the store, instead of buying a bunch of junk food, what I would do instead is load up on a bunch of healthier foods first, and then afterwards, if you want to use something, if you want to go get like a thing of ice cream or use something like that, that's something that I did as a reward for eating 40 clean meals throughout the week. That's something that you could do. Now again, not everyone's perfect. You're not gonna be perfect 100% of the time, but the idea is just to remove a lot of the temptation out of the house so that way that it's not there and you're not constantly being craved by it, because that's something that's gonna throw you off your diet right away.
Wait, so that's it? Those are all the tips?
Yeah, that's all I got for you guys. Just those 5 tips. Hope you enjoyed them. If you guys have any tips of your own, comment them down below. I'll check them out. You know, maybe it'll help me out or someone else out. And as always, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Else out, and like the video, subscribe, and I'll check. So tip number 2 is going to be, I can't remember what I was gonna say, intermittent fasting. All right, the reason this is because if I do it on a 12-hour, 8-hour fast window, 16-hour, 8-hour fast window, that makes 24, can't add, right? Anyway, tip number 3 is going to be, I don't know what tip number 3 is. What is tip number 3? Meal planning. All right.
That's a good one.